Hello, everybody. Welcome back to skill number 8 for the listening section of the TOEFL preparation course. And in this class, we're going to be working again with negatives, but now we're going to be looking at double negative expressions. So the main idea here that you need to take from double negative is that when you have a double negative, the opposite is true, right? So double negatives are very common, but grammatically they are incorrect, right? This is when we hear stuff like no tengo nada, like I don't have nothing, right? And if you don't have nothing, then you have something or you have everything, right? By logic. But this is used to create emphasis when we speak. Now, in TOEFL, this is not correct. In TOEFL, we have to listen to the double negatives and assume the opposite, right? So this can be confusing when we have two negative ideas, but let's look at this example. It says, I can't believe the news that I heard about the concert. And the woman says, well, it isn't impossible for the concert to take place. So if it isn't impossible, you are going to basically negate the not and the im, right? Because remember, they cancel each other out. Two negatives cancel each other out. And then what does it say? It is possible for the concert to take place. Of course, this way of talking is rhetorical, is used in tests like TOEFL, and it's used by people to confuse other people, like in a presidential debate or in a debate in general, right? Because you have to think, it isn't impossible. So if it isn't impossible, that means it's possible, right? So then our options are there's no possibility. Nope. The concert will definitely not take place. Nope. The concert can take place. Nope. In this case, if it's not impossible, it means it's possible and it means the concert might take place. So C is going to be the correct answer, right? So we have to look at the double negatives as themselves canceling each other out, right? Okay, so let's go down here. Yes, C is the correct one. Okay, so these are the type of situations which you can have negative words like not, no, none, and negative prefixes like in, un, and this. Let's look at an example. He didn't like the unclean office. So this means that he liked the clean office, right? If we eliminate the not and the un, right? Did not like the unclean office, it means that he liked the clean office, right? So yeah, it's a very difficult or complicated way to speak, but this is so you can, so TOEFL can test your ability to distinguish between the double negatives and the affirmatives, right? You can have two negative verbs, like it isn't snowing, so they aren't going to the mountains, right? This implies that they would go if it were snowing, right? And of course, neither or not and either. Like Sue didn't like the movie and neither did Mark, right? So this means that both of them did not like the movie, okay? All right, let's check out some examples that you're going to do here for exercise 8. If you want, first do number 1 and number 2. So you have to choose the negative, the two negatives. They're usually found in the last line. We already know that. And then choose the correct answer, okay? So please pause the video right now and do number 1 and number 2, and we will check them in a moment, okay? Okay, let's check these ones. Number 1 says, Paula, you worked so hard setting up the field trip. The woman says, I hope no one's unhappy with the arrangements. So the negative is no one's unhappy. And what does this mean? This means A, she hopes everyone will be pleased, right? Let's look at number 2. How was your history exam? I didn't study enough, so I didn't do well. Didn't study, didn't do well. What does this mean? This means D, his grade was poor because of his inadequate preparation, right? Inadequate preparation meaning he didn't study enough, and poor grade meaning he didn't do well, right? Okay, now let's go with number 3. You're going to do number 3 right now. Pause the video and we will check it in a moment, okay? All right, let's check it. The man says, were your friends able to get tickets for the concert? The woman says, Mark couldn't get the tickets for the concert and neither could Paul. So Mark couldn't get the tickets and neither could Paul. What does this mean? This means B. Both were unable to obtain the tickets, right? Okay, very good. If you have any questions, put it in the comments. Let's now go with the TOEFL exercise, with TOEFL exercise number 8, right? Okay, so here we have the first 8 exercises, and when we get to number 9 and 10, I will bring it down so you can do number 9 and 10, okay? I'm going to play the audio. Good luck. And after it, we will check the correct answers, okay?
TOEFL Exercise 8. In this exercise, listen carefully to the short conversation and question in the recording, and then choose the best answer to the question. You should be particularly careful of double negatives. Number 1.
Do you think Ron Rogers will be elected?
Well, it's not completely impossible.
What does the woman imply about Ron? Number 2.
How was your tennis match today?
I didn't serve well, and I didn't volley well either.
What does the man say about his tennis game? Number 3.
Was Gary prepared for the debate?
It's no surprise that he was unprepared.
What does the woman say about Gary? Number 4.
Did you go out dancing with everyone else last night?
I was not feeling well, so I didn't go out.
What does the woman mean? Number 5.
Do you think Paula understands what she's done?
She isn't unaware of the trouble she's caused.
What does the man say about Paula? Number 6.
Did your friends finish the term paper for history class?
Steve wasn't able to finish it, and Paul wasn't either.
What does the woman mean? Number 7.
Can you believe that George walked out of the restaurant without paying for his share of the meal?
It was irresponsible of him not to pay the bill.
What does the woman mean? Number 8.
What happened when Harry applied to Millhouse University?
It was unfortunate that he wasn't admitted to the university.
What does the woman say about Harry? Number 9.
What did you think of the essay that I wrote?
The first draft of the essay wasn't well written, and the second wasn't much better.
What does the man mean? Number 10.
Has Roger been disturbed by all of the recent problems?
He hasn't been unaffected.
What does the woman mean? TOEFL exercise 9.
Okay, let's check the first 8. Number 1 is going to be D. It may happen. Number 2 is going to be A. Both parts of his game were bad, right? He didn't serve well. He didn't volley well either. So both of them were bad. Number 3 is B. He was not ready as usual. Number 4 is going to be D. She stayed home because she was sick. Number 5 is C. She knows she's been a problem, right? So she isn't unaware, no está no al tanto. So she knows, right? She's aware. She knows she's been a problem. Number 6 is B. Both Steve and Paul's papers were incomplete, or both Steve's and Paul's. I think it's being specific about each person. Number 7 is C. George acted carelessly by not taking care of the bill. Yeah, it was irresponsible of him not to pay his share. Number 8 is D. It's too bad he was rejected. Okay. All right. So if you have any questions, leave it in the comments section. And let's check number 9 and 10. Number 9 is going to be D. Both versions were poorly written. Yes, the first draft wasn't good, and the second one wasn't good either. And number 10 is A. Roger has been bothered. Okay. So we finished for today with skill 8. Next class, we're going to continue with skill 9. Listen for almost negative expressions. That one is an interesting one. But the next video is going to be on the structure section, skill 8, right? So be on the lookout for the next video. And that's all for this class. So I hope you have a great day, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.